What's going on, everybody? This is a live episode of the Risky Business Podcast with my boy Dylan Craft.
What's going on?
Hey, y'all, we got a whole bunch of things to talk about right here, but starting off, just so that way that everybody can get in a good mood here and listen to a little bit of this crybaby time. Let's go with my man Dylan Craft on his ECU rant.
So I was down in Greenville yesterday for homecoming. Everybody's really excited.
Yeah.
Wasn't a full packed house, but like students showed up, alumni showed up. It was a pretty decent crowd.
Mhm.
We were favored by 7.5 going to the game.
And who be y'all playing against?
UNC Charlotte.
Yes, Charlotte. That's
Um, yeah. So basically, the first half was a waste of time. Um, and I'm a child of God. I can't act a certain way. I can't say stuff that I want to say. But ECU, I have not seen them play that bad in the 10 years that I've been following them.
right. Yeah, that's not,
They were
that's not good.
awful. Their quarterback for the whole first half went 4 for 14.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
4 for 14.
I know you was over there about to lose your mind completely.
I said a lot of things that I don't need to say on air around a lot of the older people that
Was
were
it
around.
Christian or Catholic?
Could have called me a Jew at that point. It was bad, dude. They couldn't move the ball at all. Nobody looked like they were on the same page. It's the playbook, like, they didn't open up any of the playbook. They were only opening up one side of the field and trying to throw to that one side. It's not working at all. So I don't understand what the big deal is about the fact that they can't throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as we all know, if you looking at somebody like Air Force, you ain't got to throw the ball.
No, but you better have some dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
ECU ain't got it. They ain't got no dogs. Not this year. I'm
okay.
sorry. They're defense wise, yes, our defense looks
Well,
great.
defensive wise, they always usually have some guys that are like pretty good at getting after it out there.
Yeah, their defense looked really good. It's just,
Better than Campbell University, I'll tell you that.
oh yikes. Yeah, that's
220-pound lineman. Left tackle, 215. Right tackle, 220.
yeah, that's an injury waiting to happen.
Oh yeah.
But all throughout the first half, man, the game was 3-0. The only time we had a chance to score, the kicker knocked a 25-yard field goal off the right goalpost.
Oh wow.
Only time we had to score, right? Um, Defense, by the time the end of the second quarter came around, like they were dog tired, you could tell.
Yeah.
And going into the second half, they brought back Mason Garcia out there, which I'm sorry, I've said it on the athletes table. I'm going to say it here too. I was pulling for Mason at the beginning of the season. I wanted to see him play well. Now, I wish that he would go to some D3 somewhere and get lost.
Strong feelings.
They're just, he's awful. Awful.
Yeah.
Like, he can't make a read. He's terrified to throw a ball downfield. Freaking terrified.
Sounds like a team that I know and love that's terrified to let our quarterback throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, a couple teams that I've been
Yeah.
on.
A couple, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess he finally just got fed up with people in the stands calling him out, Coach Houston and Kirkpatrick. I guess they just got sick and tired of people calling him out. So they're like, okay, we're going to put Alex Flynn in there. First drive, he starts moving the ball downfield. Ended up, they get a third down, make a stupid play call once again. I don't know who's making play calls for ECU, but it's freaking awful. It is terrible. So they get shut down on third again, go into 4th and 4, and Alex Flynn throws a 35-yard out route, not an out route, but a go route, and Jalen Johnson just makes a play on the ball. It should have been a defensive PI. Didn't get called at all. The guy was literally looking on the whole other side of the field and literally runs into the dude. Doesn't even give the guy a chance to go after the ball. He breaks through him, like literally trucks him. Tries to make a one-handed play, and he ended up dropping the ball at the last second.
And didn't get a call.
So Alex Flynn came in there, started rejuvenating everything. Our defense came back to life, started to shut the ball down. And Alex Flynn, the next drive, he goes downfield, marches down about 65 yards, and throws a touchdown in the back of the end zone to Calhoun. That's the only touchdown of the game.
Oh, man.
For ECU. That's the only time they scored. The last two drives, Alex Flynn takes sack after sack after sack to get the lose all this yardage. They're driving the ball downfield. Like, they're hitting his little hitch routes. They're putting the ball in between the zones. And all of a sudden, you get past the 40-yard line, and he's like, okay, let me just like run around and see if I can find somebody to make a hero play. He gets sacked for another 15 yards.
Sounds like Russell Wilson right now.
Yes, 100%.
Trying to extend plays that don't even need to be
100%.
Sounds just like him.
He finally gets them down close enough to where it's like probably about a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah.
And the guy pushes it right.
Sounds like a very eventful, stressful, heartache type of game.
It hurt my heart so much. Like, bro, I was in pain for
fun fact about ECU now. I went against this dude. I don't know if you remember his name. His name was Larry Williams.
Larry Williams.
ECU. He was a really big lineman.
Yeah.
Light-skinned dude. I'm not even sure what his nationality was, but Larry was about 6'4", 6'5" in high school.
Right.
He was literally wrestling just as something to do on the off season, whenever football was on.
Right.
Larry didn't know but two moves. He knew how to do a double leg takedown, and he knew how to spear people. That was it. It's almost the same move. One is legal and one is not. But that's the only two moves that Larry knew how to do. And I remember him going all the way to states that year just from knowing those two moves.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally didn't even know how to turn people to pin him. It was just spear. You get back up, you get up. If you don't, I win.
Yikes.
But anyway, he went on to play at ECU, and I'm not sure what happened afterwards because I honestly thought that he was going to have a pretty solid chance of making it into the NFL. And I don't know, man. Something just happened between that.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of talent comes through Division I programs, and they just, whether it's conduct reasons, whether it's just like personnel reasons, a bad year where either they have a bad year or it's a bad year for them to go into either the draft or be in that certain class. Like, a lot of times it's just timing.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm not gonna like speak to put his name out there, but somebody that I know really well, I remember after his wrestling season, you know, at States, he was already there just finishing up. He had already committed to Old Dominion. And they wound up taking that scholarship away because his last match, he didn't wind up winning and, you know, kind of just walked off and showed poor sportsmanship. So he just took the whole scholarship away just like that.
They pay attention to that.
Yeah, so for anybody that's watching right now, you young, take care of what you're supposed to take care of, especially on the education side, but also be a role model off of, you know, if take a loss. If you can take a loss, you'll be good to go.
You're going to lose a lot more than you win.
Exactly, especially advancing to the next level.
There's one thing about being a sore loser. I'm fine with sore losers. I'm a sore loser. I grew up around sore losers. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's a code of conduct that you have to follow, whether you're on the mat, you're on the field, you're on the court, whatever it is. There's still a certain code of conduct that you have to follow.
Oh, yeah,
and you can call it being a good sportsman and all this. I hate that word because now it's turned into let's see who's the big candy ass on the damn field.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's turned into.
Exactly.
I don't care about sportsmanship. I care about, can you take a loss and can you be a man to look in the person in the eye and say, hey, you beat me today, but I'm coming for you tomorrow.
Right, bro. And you know, that kind of takes me to an example when I was wrestling, right? And I can also say this for baseball, MMA, any sport that you play against someone else, you kind of have that mindset with it. Like, you know, you might not beat them on the next down, but the down before that, you know what I'm saying, you might have punished them.
Right.
But y'all still got more downs that you can go to. The same thing with wrestling with me. That was the mindset that I had. My junior year, I lost some matches that I definitely should have won. And, you know, I was kind of sitting there thinking about it at times. I'd be like, I had to have such a short memory with if I did fail on something, because I might see that person again later on that day. You know what I'm saying? I remember going against a kid. I call him Jolly the Green Giant. But this dude was huge. He was like 6'6", 6'7", 285 pounds, and dude just slung people around. Yeah, just slung people around, bro.
Jesus Christ.
And the first time that I went against him, um, I tried to do what we call a lat drop. That's where you grab it over and under, and then you try to flip the person across from you with momentum pushing into you. Well, he was leaning in, and then all of a sudden he stopped leaning, and I tried to go for the throw, and I landed straight on my back where there's 280 next week going against Trash. We both played at Trash going against Pender whenever we were in school. That right there is like your Carolina Duke, your Boston Red Sox versus Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Celtics versus Lakers.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of hype as far as the rivalry goes on that right. There's a lot of history between the two schools. And we're going to be there. If there's any alumni that are there, please come up to us. We'd love to have a word with you. You know, get your insight on what was something that you can, basically relate to as far as what these kids are doing on the field now, the hype behind the matchup, just any kind of memory that you had that stood out to you while you was out there on that field.
We're really going to try to exemplify the history of this game.
Oh yeah.
Because the Trash Pender game back at home, like that is the game.
Yeah,
it's the game. That's what everybody waits for. So we really want to get a lot of alumni, get people that talked about. We're going to talk about it during the pregame show, us too. Sure. But like we want to bring on some other guys that have been in that game, been in really good games, and talk about like the significance of this game for like all the people back at home.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the main goal for us for that show. I believe we're going to be going live at 5 o'clock, 5:15.
Yeah, around 5:15.
Kind of the same thing that we did last time. So if any of y'all are going to be at the game at that point, or if you're going to be there later on, shoot us a message, and we'll try to get something correlated to where we can get everybody reviewed, and we can really like bring out the best that this game has brought, because we've had a lot of really good matchups in the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, for sure. And one thing that I love about it is both of these programs have gotten better. Mm-hmm. Both of them have gotten better. I mean, it used to be at one point when you looked at Trask and Pender, you looked at, okay, how many games are they going to lose this year? Well, now it's more of a how many are they going to win this year? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they're surprising people. I feel like the coaches on both sides for the school has been a huge improvement. You know what I'm saying? The kids are buying in. To the degree on Pender, I mean, I don't know too much, but I know like at Trask, the difference that I've seen in the weight room. You know, something that was at one point, we were lifting, but it's different ways to do stuff now. Everybody's teaching bigger, faster, stronger, and that's what as to be an athlete right now. That's what you need to be: bigger, faster, stronger.
Well, and it's like we've talked about before that the passage of knowledge when it comes to the training world.
Oh yeah,
it's increased tenfold.
Yeah.
And like you're seeing more younger athletes playing at such a higher level because they have that access to information that we didn't have whenever we were younger.
Right.
We weren't able, and like we talk like we're old, but like literally a 10-year gap is a huge difference.
Huge difference.
And that's what
I mean. Just in technology, period. Last time me and Dylan were doing a show, and we went to Pender High School, they got a robot that paints the lines now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy
that was so
stuff.
Cool, man.
In a 10-year span, you can see a whole lot of different things.
We used to paint those lines.
Oh yeah, I know, bro.
That sucks. I hated painting lines.
Everybody trying to go hide it in. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Desmond Jordan on. He just went to England and absolutely performed at a crazy level. He set a new world and I think it's a world and state record and national record with an 804 on deadlift today. Man, I'm really proud of him. He had a good lift all around. I think that the squat was around 770 something, and even on bench, I mean 459. Man,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
especially
big numbers, man.
Especially for the kind of athlete he is, man. I mean, this dude done did football, baseball. He was my wrestling coach in school, one of them. Then, like I said, he played over there in Poland before already. I think it was 3 seasons with him,
Yeah.
2 or 3 seasons with
Yeah.
him. Then got into rugby. Now he decides I want to be a power lifter. Everything that he's done, he's basically exceeded at. And that's cool, man. That's another alumni from this rivalry.
And also
matchup
him
here.
having his gym and everything.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
That's a really good resource if you're in the Birdaw area. Even if you're in the Wilmington, Wallace, all
it's
that.
Worth the drive.
It is worth it,
It's
100%. They know how to get strong.
Yeah, for sure.
They're good.
That's why it's called the House of Games.
Yes, sir.
Like, straight up hogs.
Shameless plug.
Man, speaking of that, bro, have you seen some of the guys that we went to school with? Like, bro, Junebug has got huge.
I've seen.
You know what I'm saying? Leonard, remember Leonard Holmes?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was always
he was pretty big, but
bro. In high school, when I was in JROTC, I remember they were getting ready to put him on ESPN's the sports magazine for him and like the meet that we were at for JROTC. He had to run the mile. I think he was like only maybe 10-15 seconds off of almost completing a 3-minute and something mile. Like, dude could fly. He could really fly, bro.
I don't like running a mile, period.
Yeah, that dude right there could fly, though. And, like, I don't know if he had got burned out before that, but still, though, even to get close, when you're running a mile in the fours, you're still moving.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At an unbelievable rate. Fastest mile I ever had, I want to say, was like a 7:58. And that was at 220-something pounds. Right now, we're close. 70.
I think the fastest I ever did was like 6:15. I think that was the best I ever got. I couldn't do any more than that. 6:15.
If I run a mile in 6:15, somebody called me an Uber in the middle of it, and they dropped me off because there's no way I'm running that.
Ubers ain't worth it.
Yeah,
it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I could do all that. But, nah, bro.
But for real though, that's gonna be a really exciting time. Is this game right here? I'm excited for it, bro. Let me get this right here. Let me get an early prediction on what you think you're gonna see in this matchup right here.
It's gonna be difficult just because I think Trask's offense has gotten better, but I just don't see their defense being able to hold those two boys for Pender.
I'm not gonna lie.
The Hill boys.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So, well, one of the Hills is the main running back. That's Josiah. Then you have Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And he can. You seen he's a big dude, but he
Yeah.
can run too. Both of them are two big, powerful backs.
The thing is, if Trask's offense, if they can get on the outsides of Pender, they can score a lot.
Oh yeah, and through the air. Through the air, because they're vulnerable through the air.
That's very, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Trask is able to take advantage of that quickly, not continuously trying to run the ball up the middle.
Yeah.
Stay away from the middle, get out of contain, get on the outsides. They're gonna be able to score, and they're gonna score a lot.
Oh yeah. And that's kind of like what they're gonna have to do. You don't want to be in this position playing behind Pender with the two backs that they have, because those big boys can last all game long, taking going up the middle.
Right.
If they get up ahead early. Like I said, I want to see somebody sling it a little bit.
Please. Please.
If I can see 6 throws in the next game, I'll be excited.
I'd be ecstatic.
I'd be super excited. 3 from each team. That's all I need. Just to at least see
I don't think we're asking much out of that.
Nah. 6 passes in a whole game?
I mean, I'll probably go 5 to 10 passes a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ball a lot.
That's what I'm saying, man. Come on, coaches. Show us a little bit. We want to see that the quarterback got a little bit of a cannon. You know what I'm saying?
We want to see the kids throw the pigskin.
Yeah.
Toss the rock around.
We want a quarterback, not a handoff. They're going to change the position. Handoff. That's all they do.
It's like the guy for White Bull. Literally, like, he would just hand the ball off all the time. And then 1 or 2 times he'd throw the ball.
What that kills me, like, I could be somewhere watching a high school game. So I'm talking about, like, within the last couple of years. And I would see a parent be like, oh, yeah, that's the quarterback right there. And then I look at the game, and I haven't seen him throw the ball one time. So I'm like, How do you know he's a quarterback?
Yeah.
Because he's lining up behind the center because he ain't showed me nothing yet that
I
a quarterback would do.
I say I don't mean he's a quarterback.
Like, this could be the kicker back here doing this.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
They put the punter up there.
Exactly.
I don't know. I really hope that we see these offenses open up and get a little creative.
Yeah.
Not continuously running that option BS that it don't freaking work. I'm so sick of seeing the freaking option. I hate it. This is not 1955.
Nah.
Okay? This is not West Virginia Bobby Bowden.
You know what really pisses me off? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't tell a lot of people this. Won't tell a lot of people this. I used to be a Georgia Tech. I've seen the option a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen when the option doesn't damn work anymore.
Yeah.
I've seen when the option is still an option to run the option. And that pisses me off because if it's not working, just get rid of it. It's not working.
Yeah. But the thing is, Georgia Tech put out receivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Megatron came from Georgia Tech. Demarius Thomas came from Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Now they don't run the option anymore. Now ain't nobody coming out of Georgia Tech.
Well, I guess it was their receivers one time to shine whenever they finally threw the ball.
He got used to catching deep balls because that's all they threw.
Yeah, that's all we ever thrown. Like, it was the same way with
bring linebackers up, bring safeties up, bring them all up.
Blitz everybody.
All right, if you blitz everybody, okay. Well, I'm just gonna have a guy throw it up and hard, like far. Get it out there. Let Calvin Johnson go get it.
Oh yeah.
That's all I worried about.
That's all it is. Just a signal. Hey, see this? That's all you need. That's all you need. I'm good to go.
Good. That's so great. Yeah. Screw it off.
Hell yeah.
North Carolina coaches, figure it out.
Dog. Speaking of football, we're gonna go to the other football.
Oh God.
That's where we're going to.
We
have not got a chance to tell y'all yet, but I'm planning a very special event coming up whenever we get a little bit more warmer weather. We're going to drop some details.
We're in the works right now.
But it's going to be a one-on-one soccer tournament. One-on-ones consist of an attacker and you got a defender. Now, it's called one-on-one, but there is a third player. We do have a goalie that is playing inside of it.
But that's going to be a separate tournament along with that.
Yeah.
We'll have different, not tiers, but we'll have different compartments to each tournament that we're going to be doing. But it's going to be all in one. So that way everybody has a chance to really outshine one another.
Yeah, for sure. If any of y'all that are out there that's on YouTube, watch Top Baller. Then there's some other ones from Destroying. He's been dropping some. But we want to drop something like that here in North Carolina, especially the Pender County area, Onslow, Duplin, the Tri-County, something different, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and get everybody involved.
Yeah, man. It's so many different age groups that can get into this. Yo, I be seeing some of the ones from the youth academy going against like the grown men.
Yeah.
Dominating, bro. The whole entire tournament. Yeah, like them youth academy kids are no joke. Like, Christian Renardo. Bro, his son just signed for the 13U team already in Al Nazar, which is in Saudi Arabia where Ronaldo's playing. So they've already signed him in their youth academy, hoping that whenever he gets grown, he's still there. I wouldn't blame him.
That's crazy.
But yeah, as far as this tournament right here goes, obviously we're gonna be playing for something. We're not gonna release that yet. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta show up. Then you're gonna find out what it's gonna be like. But
give us a rundown on how operations last, because you're running all the operations stuff.
Yeah.
So give us a rundown on what is this tournament going to entail as to how are you going to qualify? How are you going to get seeded? The whole 9 yards. How do you expect all that to be ran?
So the format that we're going to be going with this right here, I'm gonna just put this out here so that way that you can kind of get an idea of how this is going to be going. So, the way that we're going to be doing the brackets on this, a lot of people, if you are into FIFA or anything, you see there's a round of 16, but before that, you're playing we're basically playing to see where everybody's going to be at. Then you have your round of 16, which is considered kind of like a qualifying round,
right?
in a case. And so, this tire is going to be going against this tire. Boom, boom. They have their matchup. We're going to have another side on this bracket over here. And kind of like while those two games are going, you're basically taking the winners from each one of those right there and sliding them to that bracket together. If that
Right,
makes
right.
sense. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now, this is going to be a round of 3, right?
yeah.
So
So round of 3.
each person's going to have 3 chances to score.
Yeah.
If both of y'all score 3 times, then we're gonna find a way to have like a penalty kick type deal.
Yeah. That's what I would do. I would just get a penalty going on because
that would be dope.
And honestly, it would be really dope to have them to take the penalties against each other.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it for the goalie, because then you got those guys actually fighting for that spot.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool, actually.
Bro, I had no idea that was like a legit thing until I watched the Inter Miami game when they were going against Nashville. Mm-hmm. And everybody had been kicking penalties. Well, Nashville was making them and Miami was making them. And they just kept going back and forth. But then it came down to the goalies having to kick against each other. That right there was crazy, bro. I didn't even know that was a thing. So.
That's fun. Yeah. I like that.
So I feel like that would be pretty dope to have the attacker and the defender going against each other.
We can do that. Yeah. Now that's if it ties.
Somebody better tie.
Somebody better tie. We need some content.
Yeah,
man.
we need some brilliance on that one.
But so that's kind of how the format's going to be. What is the name of this event?
So this right here is going to be called the Elite Footwork Showcase. And I came up with that right there. Basically, ran it by Dylan. Dylan thought it was a pretty good one. We want you to come out here, show off your footwork, of course. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one drills shows off a lot of the footwork. But who's going to be the elite of the elite here? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you separate yourself from just being known as a person doing footwork or elite footwork? You know what I'm saying? And it's also giving you an opportunity to showcase, some skill. People look at, videos of this stuff all day long. You don't never know who's going to be the one that's viewing this right here. It could be Inter Miami from, of course. They might see you and be like, all right, that dude's footwork's pretty good. And he's got a nice shot, too. You never know who you're going to see up here. Never know.
And with the way that social media and all that's starting to grow now, all of the content that you'd be getting of y'all competing, we're gonna be posting it. Like I plan on turning this into a YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
And like some of it we might do a little live. We might do like a couple of live interviews and things like that. Do a couple of reels. So that way, like y'all, not only you're gonna be able to showcase your talent on the field, you can showcase your talent on a microphone and a media
let people know who you actually are.
Because in the college or professional realm, that's more important. That's almost just as important as it is what you do on the field.
Oh yeah, especially now with all these deals
exactly. The NIL and all that
the NIL.
Stuff.
Yeah, you got to know how to talk now.
You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to know how to communicate. You got to have some stage presence being a professional athlete now. So that's also going to help a lot of y'all tremendously, especially high school kids. Gives y'all a chance to compete, and you can do stuff on there to really show your skill set opposed to what you'd be doing in a regular game.
For sure.
And that's kind of the idea. It's like me and Jermon talked about it. It's like in a game, like you have a team goal.
Oh yeah.
You
have to keep some structure.
You have to keep structure. You can't be Kobe all the time.
Nah.
You just it can't happen.
Ball, Kobe. Pass the ball.
Hit the A button.
Yeah.
This though, there is no A button.
Nah.
There's an X button.
Yeah, you can double tap X all you want to. Well,
yeah.
Shooting is with circle, but still.
Well, whatever.
X is the pass.
It's different on it. It's different on BA Live, but
yeah.
Oh
God,
yeah,
don't get me started on that.
Oh yeah. This is your chance to really show what you have, and we want people to come out and give their absolute all.
I promise y'all, this will blow up because this is different from anything else that we have around this area. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all will be the first to start off something like this right here that we haven't seen in this area. You know what I'm saying? You see it everywhere else. Kind of like, also we got the idea, another hint to throw out here to you. We're going to be doing the football one-on-ones as well later on down the road. You
Yeah.
know, we want to get this right here kind of started first, and then we got some fun stuff planned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Well, we want to get all y'all involved.
yeah.
Like, we want to have something where, like, y'all listen to us. Y'all hear us talk every week, talk about a bunch of nonsense and all this and that. We want to give back to y'all, but we want y'all to get involved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think this is a good way for us to be able to reach back, get to know every single one of y'all, and at the same time do something good for the community to get everybody collectively together. If we can get a couple of businesses together to really boost that small local business,
Oh yeah.
we would really love to do that. We've got ideas.
I definitely support local business.
100%.
We used to have the joke whenever I was coaching football at Trask with Ruderson. He didn't want to go to Starbucks because he said it's not a local business, so he went to Port City, Java. And Caps told him one time, he was like, "That's not Port City, Java. That's not local business." He said, "A man needs his coffee." It was so funny because yeah, good old Rudy.
Oh yeah, but
Everybody loves Rudy.
if you're a local business in the area, and you want to support something like this, and I mean we're always looking for not only like workers but like gifts to give the athletes, food to be able to feed them, marketing, like free marketing, like I'm not asking for a dime. Like we just want to be able to get this out, reach as many eyes, ears, and feet that we can hit. You know, that's the goal. So like, if you're a local business in the area, hit us up. Let us know that you might be interested in something like this, and we can start giving back. And this can, if this goes well, like we think it can, then it can be literally like a monthly thing.
Oh yeah, it could be a long-term partnership. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with us, you definitely getting a team. We're gonna put in just as much work as you put in. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be a one-sided thing on that end right there.
And we'll make sure everybody benefits.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, that's a partnership, man. Everybody should benefit one way or another.
Yeah.
And if you help us grow, we'll help y'all grow. We'll help y'all go to that next step, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to reach that next level and just keep going and going and going. And we can't. You can go fast by yourself, but you can go far with people.
Yes, that is the truth.
Can't do it by yourself.
Nah.
So
everybody needs help in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have the perfect plan to come up with, but there was other things that made you think of that plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like working without a brain. You know what I'm saying? you might know what to do, but the only way that you do know what to do is because of that brain that you have. If it wasn't because of your brain, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Unless you work for Pepsi, and you just don't.
Yeah. If you're a vendor, period.
You don't use your brain. You just work.
You just put yourself in all kind of uncomfortable situations.
Right. But yeah, man, if y'all are interested, hit us up. I'll definitely be able to both of us will be putting posts up here coming up soon. I've got the logo about done. Soon we'll be putting up flyers in a couple of businesses nearby.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll be putting some stuff on social media. So be sure to hit us up on either your page, my personal page, or the Beyond Sports Media pages on both Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and the Risky Business page on YouTube as well.
Yes, sir.
Definitely hit us up. Leave a comment down below if you're interested. If you got ideas for it, shoot it, man. Like,
anything that you could think of, you know what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense, of course.
Right.
No dumb shit.
Yeah, we're not about dumb shit. Well, sometimes we're about dumb shit, but not right now. But we want this to be an event to where it's for y'all. This isn't for us. We just want to run an event.
Right.
Like, personally, me, that's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
I went to school for sports marketing.
Yeah.
This is like right in my wheelhouse. I want to be able to run events, but it's our event.
Right.
It's technically your event.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, my main reason for wanting to do this is because, like I told you a while back, I developed this new love for this sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is weird, y'all, because I'm telling you, I absolutely could not stand soccer growing up. Like, I couldn't stand it. Now, you know, now that I've got the concept of it, I love the competitiveness about
Words.
about this. Yeah, yeah, about this sport
That's Pender
because
County education, right?
yeah, exactly. Benton County, 910 strong, baby. But I just love how this sport is because the skill sets that you have to have. At first, I just thought it was people kicking the ball, running up and down the field. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely was not interested in it. But now I appreciate the amount of skill that you have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, be able to go for 90 minutes on a field where you got to give it your all the whole time. And it's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of stopping.
Makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, it's not a lot
I
of
don't like
stopping
the idea of
at all.
that.
But
Not running for 90 minutes straight. That's hell.
bro, it's not okay. And like the little guys, the small guys, the attackers, bro, seeing them just sprint up and down the field just to get stopped at the line and then have to start back over. Like imagine doing a suicide and you thinking you're at the end of it, and the guy kicks the ball over your head and you got to run all the way back downfield again.
I ain't going. I'm going home. Screw that.
Like, bro, it's absolutely insane.
That's just wrong, man.
Yeah, man. But y'all, this has been another episode of the Risky Business Podcast. We just want to come up here, talk a little shit with y'all, man. Tell y'all some fun events that we hang on.
Make sure y'all tune in on Friday. Okay. No, that's getting cut. All right. I'll restart that.
Yeah.
Be sure, y'all.
It's got to go on the bloopers channel. If you ain't got one, you damn sure need to come up with one.
The screen got darker than Kevin Hart's eyelids.
Woo, shit.
All right,
Oh, God.
y'all.
All right. All right, I'm good. Woo.
Y'all be sure to tune in on this Friday for us being live at the Pender Trash game around 5 o'clock, 5:15 ish. It's going to be on YouTube and possibly Instagram as well.
Yes.
We might be doing Instagram too, but
Yes.
if we can get all that set up, cleared away, I'll definitely be on the YouTube page on the Risky Business Podcast handle right there. So be sure to tune in for that and let us know. Let us know if you're going to be at the game.
Yes, please do. Please support. Just support. Bring some support for these two teams right here, man. Like I said, it's been one time before where all what was happening was they were losing games.
Yeah.
Now they're actually winning, and the culture is changing over there. Please come and support them, man.
Kids need some. They need all the. They don't need all the help they can get. That don't sound right. They've been playing good ball.
Yeah.
They need all the support they can get. We need to start supporting some more these kids more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because us being the way that we are, we're very old school.
Oh yeah.
We expect a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of these coaches are the same way, where they're expecting a lot of these kids to perform at these high levels that sometimes a 15, 16-year-old just doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
So like
sometimes I'm not gonna lie, with coaches we can set some very unrealistic goals sometimes just to try to push someone to that,
Well, we tend to forget that we're not the athlete anymore.
Right.
Like we set those standards for ourselves.
Yeah.
But setting them for somebody else, it's different.
It's different because everybody is different. People learn different. People grasp technique and stuff different. You know what I'm saying? What might have worked for you definitely might not work for the next person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a new age concept with old school values. Because you don't see a whole lot of coaches being like that anymore.
Oh, no.
No,
for sure.
So make sure y'all come out and support the game, support both of these schools, give back if you possibly can. Let us know if you're going to be at the games. or let us know if you're going to tune in. But we'll definitely send in some questions you want to ask us. I know Risky, he'll answer just about
Oh
anything,
yeah.
even the dirty ones. Wink, wink.
Dirty
Uh,
30. I'm on what you said.
but yeah, man, this has been a good show.
Oh yeah. Shoot. Well, like I said, y'all, this concludes the Risky Business Podcast. 910 strong. Y'all pop out with us next week. Let us know anything that you want us to talk about in particular. If you do have anything, drop it in the comments. This is the end of this episode. Goodbye.
Peace.